Is fasting beneficial when you're trying to conceive? Let me be clear. Fasting works totally different for men and women. Men's hormones, they're fairly stable and you can pretty much do whatever you want. But as a woman, especially if you're trying to conceive, fasting needs to be approached with much more care and caution. Let me explain this. The luteal phase, for example, is the phase between ovulation and menstruation, where your body prepares you for a potential pregnancy. Your progesterone levels, they rise and your metabolism increases slightly, which means your body needs much more energy and nutrients during your luteal phase. And it means that if you increase stress on your body throughout that, like what happens when you're fasting, because fasting raises cortisol levels, and that can also all interfere with progesterone production and disrupt then therefore implantation. And if your egg doesn't implant, then it can be fertilized, but obviously it won't stick around and it gets flushed out. Fasting can also lead your blood sugar to be unstable. Your body is more sensitive to drops in blood sugar during that luteal phase. So I'm talking about the luteal phase, not the follicular phase, yeah? So that's very important to distinguish here. And in the luteal phase, extended fasting can cause you energy levels to crash, you crave more food, and you might be more prone to mood swings. It can also trigger survival mode, because if your body senses a lack in nutrients, it can downregulate your reproductive hormones, because survival is always prioritized before you getting pregnant. Your body will always make you survive first and then look at your reproductive system. So it's very important to note. In the luteal phase, so make it very short and simple. In the luteal phase, we do not fast, just not, because your body needs consistent nutrients and not stress in that time. So skipping meals is not an option during that phase. However, food breaks are important, but if they are extended and extend over 12 hours, you will have to keep this for the follicular phase. In the follicular phase, it's the first half of your cycle. So let's say maybe on cycle day 4 or 5, when you start your energy to come back. This is when you can actually fast and extend your fasting to longer periods, 16 hours, 18 hours, or even longer. If it feels good for you, you can do this. But if you need to fast, if you really want to fast, do it in your follicular phase. And in your luteal phase, stick to just a food break of approximately 12 hours. It's important to do that, to give your body a rest. But let's call it not fasting, let's call it just a food break. It's pretty much the time between your dinner and your breakfast. That's all it is. But do not fast in your luteal phase, please. A man can do whatever they want because their hormones, they're operating a 24-hour cycle. We women are different, and you really don't want to disrupt your hormonal balance. Focus on nourishment first. If you're trying to conceive, it's essential to prioritize nourishment over fasting. And nourishment will balance your hormones. And it's about stopping restrictive thinking and restrictive strategies. Your body needs regular, nutrient-dense meals to support your hormone production, especially progesterone, and also to stabilize your blood sugars. Yes, fasting can help stabilizing your blood sugars in the follicular phase. Again, follicular, not luteal phase. We really try to reduce the stress on our bodies. And I want you to work with your body, work with your cycle, because you have one. All the studies done are usually done on men because it's easier. We are more complicated. It is what it is. We have hormones that swing around throughout our cycle. Yeah, in the follicular phase, it's estrogen that is a main player. In the luteal phase, it's progesterone, and we really need to support our hormones. So let's not fast. let's not fast. You will learn within the 12-week fertility program how to nourish your body, how to eat for your menstrual cycle, to work with your body and not against it. So I hope that helps. The key takeaway for you is, if you really need to fast, if you really want to, do it in the first part of your menstrual cycle, the follicular phase. As soon as you ovulate, stop doing that and stick to a 12-hour food break. Hope this helps. Be kind to yourself.